Hi guys, welcome to Beauty for the Brown Girl. My name is Noor and I'm going to be your guide for all things beauty, all things brown friendly, and all things makeup for beginners and makeup for people who don't have those crazy makeup guru skills. So before we begin, I just wanted to have a few words about why I started this channel and what are my goals behind this channel. So basically, I'm not a makeup artist, I'm not a beauty professional, but I am a beauty enthusiast, and I have spent a lot of money and invested a lot of hours watching beauty gurus, reading articles, and experimenting with makeup on my own. And in my experience, watching YouTube channels and following a bunch of really high-profile beauty influencers, I realized that there were not enough beauty influencers who, one, looked like me, two, talked about products that were great for my complexion. They were either for people who were like too dark or too light, so I would always find myself taking a leap of faith with the products that they recommended. Like, oh, okay, is this good for you? Like, is this nude lipstick really nude for me? Is it too light? Is it too dark? What's going on here? So I just wanted to be a guide for people based on my experience and help them figure out what works best for them, especially in a country like Pakistan where there's an obsession with being white or fair. And I mean, no shade to my fair-skinned sisters out there, like, you know, you do you rock the skin that you're in, but I think like us melanin girls need to get a bit more love from the online community. So I just wanted to take that initiative and talk about products that are great for brown girls and great for Pakistani weather, how to make your foundation last longer, how to do a quick makeup look in 5 minutes when you're going to work. Nothing super technical, nothing super high glam. I feel like there's so much of that on the internet already. I just wanted to be the accessible beauty person for the average brown girl. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, please stick around. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy the following Eid look. Now, the purpose of this Eid look is to deceive your family members into thinking that you get enough sleep, you drink enough water, your life's great, you're put together, when the truth is, So this is going to be really simple, simple glam. You don't need any like fancy products. You probably have most of the things lying around, and if you don't, there's plenty of dupes for the products that I'm using here in Lahore. You can go to HKB, you can go to Potpourri, you can go to Al Fatah. Strongly recommend Al Fatah. I feel like their products are more genuine, and I would personally get my things from there. And also we have an Inglot in Lahore now, so if you want to get your makeup from there, from a Bath & Body Works, like those are all great options. With time, I'll talk about specific products in more detail, but for now, let's just focus on this look. So I feel like Bakra Eid is not as glamorous as Eid al-Fitr, so I don't know. I mean, sacrifice and a glam smoky eye doesn't really seem to be the move, if you know what I mean. So let's just start with our base. Thing number one, initially you're gonna go out and it's going to be really, really hot. So I recommend starting your makeup immediately with a fresh face. Like, wash your face, do your basic morning wash routine. If you guys are interested in my morning wash routine, I can make another video about it soon, but as for now, like, wash your face. It doesn't matter, wash it with soap. Your face needs to be dry. There needs to be no oil, no sweat, none of that going on. And after that, you're going to introduce like some moisturizer just so that your skin is not terrible. I am using a moisturizing serum, but you can use whatever moisturizer works well for you. So moisturize first, and then if you're the kind of girl who wears foundation, now would be the great time to put on your foundation. If not, I mean, honestly, I personally am not really big on foundation. I don't really like to wear it. I'm really not about that life. So I'm just gonna skip that step and move straight into concealer. Now, if you're a minimum makeup girl, the concealer is your best friend. You are going to need the concealer in your life. Now, most beauty gurus go with the Kim Kardashian highlighted look under their face, but I find as a person of color that whenever I highlight it, it just, I don't know, feels really fake to me. It feels like this part of my face is way lighter than like other parts of my face, and I mean, I understand that that's how it works, like that's how light and shadow interplay, but I mean, really, it's not that much of a difference, you know? So I like, instead of having like a concealer that's 1 or 2 shades lighter than what my skin tone is, I like to actually go in with one which is like closer to what my skin tone is. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This thing is gorgeous. It is a beautiful concealer. I use the color Caramel. Though Biscuit also works for me. Oh, and those of you wondering, I'm an NC42 in MAC, but it like fluctuates depending on the season, so sometimes I'm an NC40, but usually I'm an NC42. So if you can see what I'm doing, I am taking my concealer and I'm only getting it in my dark spots. Can you see the difference? Can you see how good that is? And look at this. Under my Do you see how that transformed my face? And I'm not even wearing any foundation right now. This is just moisturizer and concealer, because you know, standing outside watching that bakra getting zip-offified, that is going to really suck, and it's going to be really hot, and you're probably wearing something light colored, probably some whites, some beiges, and I mean, I can't have my foundation melt all over my clothes, and I don't want to have to rub it or anything. It's just like, it's a disaster waiting to happen. So I recommend, again, NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Caramel for me. And there you go. We have a nice base for our under eye. Now, depending on your skin tone, I mean, I don't really like doing this very often, but I think depending on the color that you want from your eyeshadow payoff, take a bit of your concealer and just put it on your eyelid so that it gives a firm, even base for your eyeshadow. You don't need a primer, you don't need like an extra thingamajig to make your eyeshadow stick or to increase its color payoff. I think the concealer, especially a concealer that matches your skin tone, is a godsend. I think it's beautiful. I think it's it's something a lot of beauty gurus don't talk about, honestly, so I am big on this step. And there you go. Like, see, immediately there's like no cake, nothing gross, nothing weird. Oh yeah, before we begin to do our eyes, I recommend taking some loose setting powder. This is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I find like I am so apprehensive about powders because they almost always have flashback, and even if they don't, they feel really cakey on my skin. Like, I know a lot of beauty gurus recommend powders and everything, but I always found that with all other powders that I used, it always looked kind of cakey. And I have like a complexion powder, I have like a translucent powder, I have a setting powder, I have a like banana powder, and I mean, from them, I think the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder is legit. It's like legit. And it comes in 2 colors, so if you are a little darker, there's like a deep, medium deep one. So I just take some powder and I don't bake with it, but I like pressing it into my skin. And voila. And you can see, like, this is on camera, you can't see the whiteness of that powder. It doesn't wash out my complexion. It doesn't make me seem like I have never moisturized in my life. It gives me some like much needed dryness because you know it's gonna get really hot and sweaty and humid, and you don't want this area near your nose to like stick up. Now again, I am personally not using foundation, but if you are a girl who likes to wear foundation, tinted moisturizer, go for it. This is just a personal choice, but and of course people have different kinds of skin. If you have like acne or acne scars or like marks on your face and you feel self-conscious about it, please do not take this as criticism for the use of foundation. Like, if you want to wear it, girl, you should wear it. And I recommend doing this step after because it will do wonders to preserve your foundation and prevent it from rubbing off if you do get sweaty and if you do get gross. I'm going to do like a complexion routine in another video, but up until then, I'm just gonna do like the Eid makeup look that I'm going to do for myself, and hopefully that should give you some guys ideas. After we have like our base done, we're just gonna move straight into the eyeshadow. I have the LORAC Pro palette and the HudaBeauty Smokey Obsessions. These are your basic browns. You don't need to have these specific products. You just need a brown eyeshadow. Fun tip, if you're a brown girl, the brown eyeshadow is your best friend. It's going to be your transition shade. Different shades of brown can be used to deepen your crease, and it can really just elevate your look. Very simple, not too crazy, not too filmy, nothing too dramatic. Nothing wrong if that's what you're into, but honestly that takes a lot of time and like, no, I can't do it. I'm going to use the shade Taupe, and I'm gonna go in as my transition color. So I'm using a fluffy brush with the color Taupe on it. I'm gonna go, this part of your eye is your crease, and what you do with this transition shade is that you apply some powder, a powder base that makes blending the other colors of your eyeshadow easier. So we're gonna blend this in. If you can see, there's like a very light thing of brown here. Very light. Just gonna go. And I do the same here. So you just go into these like windshield wiper motions. Into this part is again your crease. Now I'm going to use the shade Sable. which is a chocolatey brown shade. And I'm gonna just... Now, if you end up going in a little heavy-handedly like I have, it's okay, because what you can do is you can dust off your brush. I know this is so ratchet, but you know, I'm just gonna dust off my brush and we can just like go and just blend. This is where blending comes in. You know when those beauty gurus are like, blend for your lives? This is what they mean, but just like blend. Blend, 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 blend. Because we don't want it to be this dramatic. I mean, you know, my buckar's gonna die, but like, I'm going to no funeral. So, we have got a nice little brown smoky moment going on. We're gonna take a little bit more sable and we're gonna drag her here. The same brush. Again, you don't need a billion brushes, you just need 5 or 6 of the right ones. That's what I've learned. Like, I have this, and amongst them I use like 3 or 4 or 5. Honestly, same ones over and over again. How do beauty gurus make this look so easy? Because it's really, ugh. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, look at me. I'm a beauty girl. No, I'm not. Okay. So once we've got our basic brown down, depending on your mood, honestly, you could leave it at that. There have been times where this basic is just a basic smoky eye that you can do for any occasion, for like a family dinner. It's like very casual. On us, it doesn't look as dramatic as it would on someone with lighter skin, and it just looks like, you know, just a little bit more, just a little bit of oomph. Like, if you can see, it's like very natural. It's not over the top. Again, if you want over the top, like, that is a-okay. No issues there. That's a personal preference, but I personally don't like going too over the top. This is my go-to look. And then you have your options in a number of shimmers. Like, if you have shimmers, I mean, we can go with these or we can go with these. I'm just gonna go in. We're going to use a bit of this light pinkish brownish color. We're gonna add that to the top of our eye. Now, why am I, like I said, you could have left the look there and that would be a look in of itself. But here's the thing, since Eid is usually a morning time thing, the addition of some shimmer makes it look a little less, you know, gloomy, or a little less smoky. Because I mean, a smoky eye is always good. That's not a bad thing, but it's nice to add a little bit of oomph to that. It gives some lightness, some daylight vibes that you would not otherwise have. And make sure to blend it really nicely into your other shadow. I'm using a shader brush. That's your flat face brush. And I'm just gonna do this. Now again, if you think, damn, this is not what I see on YouTube, and that's not how Manny MUA does it, and that's not how Jeffree Star does it. Well, too bad. You know, I'm not them, and quite frankly, I'm not that talented. But, you know, it gets the job done, and that's what's important. Some of us don't have that much time to invest in like a full glam routine, and if you do, like, it's great. If you prioritize that, you want to make time, that's perfect. But in case you're like me and you're like, you know what, let's just get some extra hours of sleep, then, you know, it's not That's not always the option for you. So like a quick and pretty glittery look is really nice. Now, everyone knows this technique if you want it to be a bit more blinding, which I honestly don't really recommend because you don't want to scare your relatives. I think it's nice. It gives a nice, subtle glow so that you don't have to worry about it. So we're basically done with the eyeshadow part of our eyes. And see, wasn't that so easy? It took like, what, 5-10 minutes tops? I'm gonna be super ratchet and clean my brushes on my hand. If you think your glittery part is looking too harsh against the brown, you can just go in with the same brush we used to put down the brown to apply that to our crease. We're going to just, rub it over so that it blends a bit more seamlessly. Now after that, for me, you can call it a day, you can leave it as this, but if you're like me and you are addicted to eyeliner, you're gonna have to, you're gonna want to put in eyeliner. So we're going to use the NYX Matte Eyeliner, and I'm using this. I have a bunch of eyeliners, we're going to talk about them later, but I really love this eyeliner because it's accessible, it's cheap, you can get this from anywhere. You can get this from Pakistan. If you're going to America or some friends are coming back, you can literally ask them to pick this up for you at CVS, and this is beautiful. It's matte, it's black, and perfect for girls with darker complexions who want their eyeliner to really pop. Because I don't know about you guys, but for me, like glossy eyeliners, they just don't have the same impact. So I really want my eyeliner to be matte and black, like my soul. So here we go. So I always start my eyeliner from the middle of my eye, and then I like start flicking it out. Always from the middle. And voila. That's one eye done. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera so that I don't ruin it, because it's actually really hard to put on eyeliner and talk to someone. So give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. So I'm back, and this is what we have so far. Not bad, not bad at all. If your eyeliner is a little uneven, it's okay. They're sisters, not twins. And again, like honestly, I'm not a professional. Doing eyeliner is really hard, but the only way to get it, honestly, is to keep practicing and not getting too caught up in like, it's not the same. So yeah, this is what we are. This is where we're at. Now no look is complete. If you want to skip the eyeliner stuff, you can, but I just want it on record that no look is complete without mascara. So we're going to grab a mascara, I find that if you use this kind of rolling motion, it kind of works better. Does a nice job lifting and curling your lashes. Now we head towards brows. Now, if you're someone who has like thick brows and you get your brows done and you already got them snatched, then you can skip this step and you are done. You have like a basic, beautiful, simple, like 10-minute eye look down. but I am also going to do my brows because I think no look is complete without some nice brows. And yeah, here is the finished look. I decided to go in with this terracotta warm brown red nude kind of moment because it matches my clothes, but you're free to wear any color lipstick that you want. This look is very versatile. It will go with any color clothes, no matter what kind of work is done on them. It'll be beautiful, it'll be versatile, and it will make the most of your features, your skin tone, and yeah, we'll add a little oomph to your Eid Glam. So there you have it. Here's a quick, easy, two-step eyeshadow routine. And if you like this video, make sure to thumbs up and subscribe, and I would really appreciate it if you could share this video with your friends. And if you're looking for more videos about brown-friendly makeup, about beauty, about what looks best on brown girls, then stay tuned and keep watching. I love you, and Eid Mubarak.